And good morning. Now with less mute. All right. So, where are we going today? We are going to review what we have. So, as we try to, and I don't have much time today. So, kind of scheduled an early meeting at work today. So, if we look at, not that file, here, when we mount, do I even like that it's done this way? Should we have an option there, or should that be something internal? I think it's okay the way it is. When we go to mount, we get a view handle. We enroll the view. ID, kind, the ID, and a closure. And this closure will be responsible for translating messages. And holding onto the view handle. Okay, that seems reasonable here. Oh, and this... Interesting. This here needs to be asynchronous because when we request something, we get back a one-shot receiver. So we don't have to do that. We could also try receive. And small little problem. As in this case, we are not in an asynchronous context. We could start one in here. Probably inside of the closure. Oh, that's interesting. That means we would have kind of a small little async loop for breach for this view piece. Maybe not. But it would be sending messages back. The messages would then come into something on this side of breach, basically on the component side. On the component side, It would just need to await messages. What does Bastion provide for something like this? Let's look. We just spawn a child. That sends it to the default supervisor. I think we need a supervisor that we can attach these to. Oh, fun. Okay, let's have fun with supervision trees. Kind of teasing that into Axum. So I think what we need here is to be able to receive that supervisor. Where would we receive that? Would we tuck it into the registration guard? Interesting. The registration guard is created inside of one of our UI pieces, in this case prompt. So we could pass prompt supervisor or create one. Ooh. I don't know that we'll be able to, I was just thinking that maybe for all of this, oh yes. Okay, I see where this is going. In this case, we could have a supervisor. We just create one here. The component translation pieces. I don't know what to call it. Okay. But we only do that. Oh, I feel like we should only do that if this view is live. I don't like the duality here. Hey, Big Bang. How you doing? And my dot files, sadly, are in disrepair, but they are in SourceHut. Right now, I'm actually using Helix, the Helix editor. Giving that a run. I like it quite a bit. Yeah, I think we need to create an optional supervisor. So if we are live, still getting used to pieces of it though. So we'll have the component supervisor equal to create component supervisor. Create component. Let's pass it embed live view, the request ID. Oh. We'll receive a request, and then as we are generating the response, we will or will not create a supervisor. And here we want to return optional supervisor. Okay. What is the type here? I don't know what this type is. Okay. Get that type. That is an embed live view. Okay. We could match it. Or if else, let's go with a match. I think really we would want not necessarily a match, but do the and then on the Boolean. So I thought this is a Boolean, right? That embed live view had. Oh, what is spawn view? That sounds interesting. Well, let's look at the docs real quick. Connected, yes. Returns a bool. We can do then some. We want then, not then some. We want to give it a closure. Bastion supervisor. If any of these children to the supervisor die, what do we want the strategy to be? Because it would be individual components. Do we want them all to go away? Or just one restart? I think 1-to-1 is probably okay. And really, we're just returning the supervisor. We are not going to create children on that supervisor at this point. We could set... We can't. We'd have to create the children to set the distributor. Okay. Expected semicolon. Nope, let's not do semicolon. Okay. So we create the supervisor and we pass it into these. Getting a little busy with the amount. The amount of parameters. Oh, what was it? On a supervisor. Oh, are those clonable? What do we do with this? Supervisor ref is maybe what we want. Because that's clonable, whereas supervisor isn't. Let's use supervisor ref instead. I still don't like the pattern that we have going. Because we're passing these in order to build up this lifecycle component, or view registration guard. We could do that earlier. Maybe have some sort of builder for it. Let's extract this out, the view registration card. I think we should pass that in and have a more ergonomic way of setting these up. So here, let's have... Oh, where does our view registration card live? Oh, there. View registration card builder. Essentially, we're going to give it... It needs to receive two things: the supervisor and hey, morning. Let true equals your bool state, else return none. Ah. Sorry, yeah, this thing wasn't updating for me for some reason. I missed your messages, and good morning, everyone. UID. And we'll wait on kind. This is a really kind of cheap builder. So we'll take a kind here and return a view registration guard with all three pieces of information. We need the supervisor here. So that when we call mount, we can attach children to that supervisor. What's more canonical, to clone it inside the new or outside the new? here it feels like a cheap thing. It's not expensive. I think if we wanted to express what's the cost, would clone on the outside because this thing wants something that's owned. Okay. And I do have a short stream today. I got pulled into some early meetings, so now inside of breach message, inside of here, inside of the handler, or somewhere around here. Ew, hold on. Morning, Zealing. Your wife was getting ready for Valentine's Day, but somehow put Nair on her eyebrows. She didn't even look surprised. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Yes. Not my favorite holiday. Sorry, it just dawned on me that this code here will get invoked once per. So having it set up this way doesn't really help. Because when mount is called, it's called once, right, for this component. Actually, I'm not certain about that. If it gets removed and then re-added, is that twice? Or is it a new instance of itself? I'm not sure. But we might be able to still use the supervisor to create a child that can manage this information, and instead of passing function mute in order to just have messages sent, we could just pass some sort of identifier so that the registration can just send a message directly to this, and then inside of that child we would have this loop. Or this callback. Translator, whatever. Okay. I like that idea better. Pass the request through. Oops, too far. So we send a message to the registrar, which comes through here, and we handle the enroll, which we don't do anything with it yet. But this enroll message could simply have, instead of the handle, some other message. Bruno, how you doing? Good morning. Doing all right. Doing all right. Got a little bit of a short stream today, so I got about 45 minutes to add some value here. I like the idea of using the other Bastion pieces instead. And when we mount, let's create a child and get a child ref or something. Slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. We are still working on the view registration pieces. What can we do with the children ref? Oh, we can get a list of the distributors and dispatchers attached to it. Interesting. Huh. So we can get the elements. Elems? Why not children? And then child ref we can send messages to, right? Yes. Okay. We have the supervisor ref. So we'll have to supervisor dot can we not at here? Definition not found. Uh-oh. Does supervisor ref not have that? Have the ability to spawn children? Oh, it does. Oh, and it always returns children ref. Perfect. Okay. And what we do inside of here is really this piece. So we'll just have a child spawned up. Do we need redundancy? No. We could give it a name. Something that represents the view kind and the view ID. Let's do a with exec and fast forward through this song. Wait, what do we receive there? Is it context? Yeah, we receive a Bastion context. Okay. At this point, we loop. We'll wait for a breach message. This should give us a child. We need to hold on to this ref. What happens if we drop it? I don't think we have to hold on because it'll live until that loop is done. Okay. However, we need to be able to send it messages, so... What's the type of child there? Children ref. Okay, so we could include a children ref in the enroll message. No more view handle. View child. Ooh, okay. What do we do here? When we say, hey, enroll this thing, we're waiting for a response. We're getting a one-shot back, but we don't have an async context to be able to handle the results. If something goes wrong during the setup, it would be nice to know. How was your weekend? Everyone have a good weekend? Do anything fun? We could hide it here. Yes, if we had a async context. Let's create one. I wonder how expensive that is. Don't have an async context here. Really, if something goes wrong right there, can we do anything about it? We could fail, right? Just panic here. Question for y'all. If a request in Axum, a request handler, panics, does it bring all of Axum down? Or just that one request handler? Wish she knew. And we could probably try it. What I'm thinking here is that we bubble up an error that happens during enrollment. So, you know, we send this message, it gets handled down in here, right? But if something fails, we need to tell the view, hey, it didn't work, right? Abort, something. I think in this case, we'll do a bastion spawn, and that this will be. Oh no, we still need to wait. We have to basically block here, or loop, or I don't want to block here. Maybe we send a message to the child that something bad happened? Because at this point, we'll have the child loop. So we can say, hey, enroll. If something goes wrong, it would be outside of mount though, right? So we would then have to tell the view handle to abort. Okay. All right. I think we got this. All right. So we do not worry about the result at this point. Instead of calling request on a distributor, we will call tell1. Ah, okay. And we could get a send error back. Okay, that's fine. That works. Now, the view registration guard. If we cannot do this, basically I want this view to panic, abort, whatever. So we either, at this point, send a message to the view handle or to the child. We'll have a lifetime issue if, let's see, are view handles clonable? Basically, we're going to move the view handle into this async block. So if we try to send a message to it out here, that won't work. Okay. So at this point, we have enroll view. We know if there's an error. Partially moved. Yeah, of course. I knew that was, you know, I thought that was going to happen. To remember to close those when I step into them. To actually close them when I step out. Otherwise my buffer list gets a bit long. Just a couple more. That's better. And for this ID, want to clone that. Make sure we get everything kind of lined up. So we never finished this builder thing. We have a supervisor. Let's third builder. We call it live view or view registration guard. Okay. We passed that. There it is. Hey, diddly appearance. How are you? I think we're over here. Oh yeah, Capitan is currently on sabbatical. Well, that's quite all right. We're over there. I tried to export everything over there after fighting with all of the I don't know, the muting things for the VODs and the music and all that. Anyway, that's not a concern. I just export everything over there. Okay. So oh, we didn't do that. Match. Okay. Oh, MS. There we go. Okay. Still learning that one. Was I'm glad we're getting rid of breach message there. That's nice. That means that util cargo doesn't need breach. Is this Helix? It is Helix. It is. Okay, yep. There we go. Oh. Oh, no, I still need that. Okay. So what do we have? We have breach, enroll message, view ID, and view kind. Wait, and where do we, yeah, view handle, okay, yeah, fine, I'll undo that. I should have looked. All right. That's, the theme is Challenger Deep. It's a theme I've used for a long time. I should probably set that up somewhere, but I think there is a Helix Challenger Deep theme somewhere. I think it's this one, but I made a change to it because of the highlighting. I didn't like the way it highlighted stuff. Import that. New takes a view ID. Ooh. Oh, there it is. It's request ID. But we map it to a view ID. Why are we calling it? Let's call it view ID. Supervisor ref. A supervisor. Boom. Okay. Now, what do we do for the live view piece? I guess we could. The duality of this sucks. I mean, I get why it's there, right? It makes sense as to why it's there. We need to draw this once, send out the HTML, upgrade the WebSocket, and then bind to these objects. So these get created twice. Once when it's not yet a WebSocket, and then once when it is a WebSocket. So I end up passing this embed live view just to know whether or not it's been upgraded to a WebSocket. Whereas history and prompt, they don't really care. All that they care about is that when they call mount, that they can call that on the guard. So, do we tell the guard that it's live or not? We could. Rust is just hype, just like the game. Everybody's got their own view. Alright, view registration card builder. So come in here. Oh, we could just know whether or not it's live. Right? It is live. And then at the very end, we return an option to it. self.isLive.then. Something like that. Is that a function? Okay. Back. Okay. Go to, let's see, line start H. Nope, that wasn't it. There we go. There's H and there's S. GS goes to the first character on the line. G, okay. Non-white space. Got it. Okay. And GH goes to the very start of the line. All right, we have 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get this working again. That means that for all of these pieces here, we no longer... that we just need the life cycle, an option. Yes. It does, and that's what I'm using. Name that to guard. And here, this should also be guard. I like this better so far. And this is history. Okay. We'll make the same change that we did to history to prompt. Call this guard. Got that fixed. Missing generics? Oh no. Oh, what's missing? Oh, wait. And look at this odd generic just sitting here that's not used. That would have come back to us. Embed live view. Create component supervisor. I don't think it cares what the type is. Not at that point. Okay. That, let's just pass in that it's connected or not. Why does it keep doing this? Attempt to take value of method. Oh, method. Okay. How do we get the supervisor ref out of it? Returns a supervisor ref. Okay. Returns a result. This one returns an option. Could we... an option to a result? We could transpose that. Result to an option. I don't know the error type off the top of my head. I thought it would yell at that. Oh, the error type is unit. Or error otherwise. So, okay. Just happened to have gotten that right. Perfect. Now we just have an option to supervisor ref. Oh, do we just want to flatten that? Oh, we don't want... Okay, yeah. Should always be an option to that, because sometimes we will not have it. All right. I guess we don't need that is live, do we? Because the supervisor's only ever there if it's live. So we could map that. Self.supervisor. Map. No more need for his live. I am using Helix, yes. And I still have trouble with Helix. So... files. They are currently over at Source Hut. It's also probably a good point. It's a good place to pause because I have to get ready for a meeting. But thank you all for hanging out. Oh, and thank you for the follows, everyone. But I do have to run. So we are going to do a quick raid. Normally I stream a little bit longer. Oh yeah, we're planning meetings, yeah. So... Just doing Rust. Rust. I'm not seeing it. Where is it? It should highlight me and somebody. Okay, I just don't see. Oh, there's me. Okay. Roadrunner. Oh, and go. Oh, crazy. Out of here. Let's see if we can raid them. Oh, and Xenocron, thank you for that resub. 23 months. Thank you for that. Osterson. It's kind of a... Interesting handle. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be streaming, but Thursday and Friday, we should be good. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird week. Normally, I just stream every morning on the weekday mornings, but not this week. So, till next time, y'all. Thursday. Bye-bye.